After 20 years on the ranch, Heartland fans are asking one big question. Is this really the end? Season 20 just got confirmed, but rumors are already spreading that this might be the last time we ever see the Bartlett-Fleming family together. Before you watch a single new episode, you need to know what is really going on. Stick around, because by the end of this video you will understand exactly why this season feels different from every other one before it. Heartland has been part of our lives for almost 2 decades. It started as a simple story about a young woman named Amy Fleming who had a special gift for healing hurt and scared horses. But over time, it became something much bigger than that. It became a story about family, about loss, about love, and about learning how to keep going even when life feels impossible. Fans watched Amy grow from a heartbroken teenager into a strong woman who built a life on the ranch her family fought so hard to protect. We watched her sister Lou try to balance city dreams with country roots. We watched Jack Bartlett stand as the quiet strength that held the whole family together, no matter what storm came their way. Every season brought new challenges. Some seasons brought heartbreak that left fans crying in front of their screens. Other seasons brought joy that made us feel like we were part of the family too. That is the real reason people love this show. It never felt like just another drama on TV. It felt real. The horses, the ranch, the small town life, all of it made viewers feel like they had a second home to visit every week. Now think about where we left off. Season 19 ended with one of the most emotional cliffhangers the show has ever given us. Amy was left facing a huge decision about her future. One that could change everything for her and for the people she loves. Georgie, who has grown from a quiet young girl into a confident writer with her own dreams, was also standing at a turning point in her life. Fans were left with so many questions and almost no answers. That is exactly why the news about season 20 hit so hard. After 19 seasons of watching this family grow, fall apart, and come back together again, fans were desperate to know what happens next. And now, with whispers that this season might be the final one, every unanswered question from season 19 suddenly feels a lot more important. So before we talk about what season 20 might bring, it helps to remember just how far this family has come. 20 years is not just a number. It is 2 decades of heartbreak, healing, hard work, and hope, all built around one small ranch in Alberta that somehow made its way into millions of hearts around the world. Let's clear up the noise, because there's a lot of guessing going around and not everyone is telling you the real facts. Heartland Season 20 is not just a rumor anymore. CBC has officially confirmed the renewal, and production already started back in May 2026 in Calgary, Alberta, the same beautiful backdrop that has made this show feel so real for 20 years. Filming ran through the summer, wrapping up at the end of August, which means the team worked fast to bring this season to life for fans who have been waiting anxiously. Here is something that will make longtime fans smile. The core cast is coming back. Amber Marshall is returning as Amy, and Sean Johnston is back as Jack, along with the rest of the familiar faces who feel like family to us at this point. Amber Marshall has spoken openly in past interviews about how much this show means to her, saying she hopes it can continue for many more years. That alone tells you the heart behind this show has not faded, even after 2 decades. Now let's talk about the premiere. Season 20 is set to air this fall 2026 on CBC and CBC Gem, so fans in Canada will get first access, while international viewers will likely wait a bit longer before it lands on streaming platforms like Netflix. But here is where things get interesting. Several entertainment sites have reported that this could be the final season, calling it a milestone farewell after 20 years on air. That said, CBC itself has not made any official statement confirming this as the end. So right now, the honest truth is this. Nobody outside the studio knows for certain if this is truly the last ride for the Bartlett-Fleming family or simply another chapter in a story that refuses to slow down. That uncertainty is exactly what makes this season feel so different from anything before it. There is a reason this season is hitting fans harder than any other one before it. When a show has been part of your life for 20 years, it stops feeling like entertainment and starts feeling like a memory you return to every week. People did not just watch Amy heal horses. They grew up with her. Some fans started this show as teenagers and are now watching it with their own kids. That kind of connection does not fade easily. And that is exactly why the idea of an ending feels so heavy this time. Think about everything left hanging from last season. Amy has a life-changing decision waiting for her. One that could shape her future in a way we have never seen before. Georgie is standing at her own crossroad, torn between chasing a dream far from home and staying close to the family and the ranch that raised her. These are not small storylines. These are the kind of moments that decide how an entire show is remembered once it ends. Now add the uncertainty around whether this is truly the final season, and the emotional weight doubles. Fans are not just watching for fun anymore. They are watching closely, searching for hints, paying attention to small details, wondering if every scene could be a goodbye. That kind of tension keeps people glued to their screens in a way a normal season never could. There is also something deeper going on here. This show was never only about horses or ranch life. It was about healing after loss, about families sticking together through hard times, and about finding strength when everything feels uncertain. A lot of viewers say the show helped them through real struggles in their own lives. So when people ask if this is the end, they are not just asking about a TV show. They are asking if this comforting piece of their week is about to disappear for good. That mix of hope and fear is exactly why season 20 already feels different before a single episode has aired. It is not just another season. For many fans, it feels like the final letter in a story that helped shape their lives for 20 years. Now let's get into the fun part, because fans have not stayed quiet while waiting for answers. Across forums, comment sections, and fan groups, people have been piecing together their own theories about what season 20 might bring. And some of these predictions are honestly pretty convincing. One theory getting a lot of attention is about Amy's big decision. Many fans believe this season will finally show her stepping fully into a new chapter of her life, one that ties back to everything she has learned about healing and letting go over the years. Since her whole journey started with loss, some viewers think the writers might bring her story full circle, closing one door while opening another that feels earned after 20 years of growth. Then there is Georgie. Fans are torn on this one. Some believe she will chase her dream far from the ranch, proving that the next generation can build a life of their own outside of Heartland. Others think the show will pull her back home in the end, showing that no matter how far she travels, the ranch will always be part of who she is. Either way, her story feels like it is building toward a turning point that could define the whole season. There is also a growing theory that this season might slow down and focus more on family moments rather than big dramatic twists. After 20 years, some fans feel the writers may want to give viewers a chance to simply sit with the characters one more time, letting quiet, heartfelt scenes carry more weight than fast-paced drama. And of course, the biggest theory of all is still the ending itself. Some fans believe the finale will wrap up every major storyline in a way that feels like a proper goodbye. Others hold on to hope that the door will be left open just enough for the show to continue if fans keep showing up the way they always have. At the end of the day, nobody knows for sure what is coming. But that uncertainty is part of what makes this season so exciting to watch unfold, one episode at a time. So where does that leave us? 20 years, hundreds of episodes, and a family that somehow became part of our own lives. Whether season 20 turns out to be the last chapter or simply another turn in a story that keeps finding new ways to surprise us, one thing is already clear. This show earned its place in people's hearts the hard way, through real emotion, real growth, and real heart. Not flashy gimmicks. If this really is goodbye, then it deserves to be watched with full attention, because every scene could carry a little extra meaning this time around. And if it is not the end, then fans get the gift of more time with a family that has already given them 20 years of comfort, laughter, and tears. Either way, one thing is certain. The ranch, the horses, and the Bartlett Fleming family have left a mark that will not fade anytime soon, no matter what happens when season 20 finally airs this fall on CBC. Now it is your turn. Do you think this is really the final season, or do you believe Heartland still has more stories left to tell? Drop your prediction in the comments. Share this video with another fan who needs to see it, and hit subscribe so you never miss an update as more news drops. Thanks for watching, and we will see you back here for the next one.